Welcome to the Snipecast, episode 32, and another bonus outing. An absolutely horrendous day of weather, just cleared out for an hour or so after lunch for the last hour or so. It was very dingy, so we kind of felt under pressure. So we raced out. The Tearsel was at a decent weight, and the lift was fairly good. So we got a point in a fairly big bog, and the Tearsel went up really nicely. It's kind of tale of two kills, really. One pretty ordinary, to put it mildly. In fact, I'm embarrassed about filming it, to be honest. And another one coming up that's fairly nice. Not for any fault of Jake, really. He's been flying really nice lately, the last 2 or 3 days. Let down by really lily-livered snipe. This is a common snipe, and it really just didn't want to fly at all. Very frustrating, really, because the hawk, I'm quite critical of him at times, but he's been flying really well. Anyway, we left that one alone and tried to find a fresh snipe, which the dog found a bit further back. Unfortunately, this turned out to be a jack snipe that again just would not fly, as they don't, and you probably don't want them to fly because you don't want to kill them, but luckily for it and us, it dumped in, as it turns out. So Mr. Jack buried himself in the grasses, which was good, so we left him alone and ran on. And at this point, the wild Tearsel came over, so we were double gunned. So we moved on, and the dog, I think, found the sniper it had put in the first time. This time it had a double headache on its mind, which probably would make it even less likely to fly well. Unusual for common snipe to not fly. Normally they're fairly honest, but this was a weak-hearted snipe, and to be honest, it had to go, and Jake nailed it on the ground. Yeah, I only kind of include this because it's kind of a nice bit of contrast for what's to come. So, yeah, the only thing you say about it is that it was a sequence that started with him flying well, just like the other day. A sequence that started flying well. It's not his fault that snipe wouldn't fly for him. So a nice warm meal for him. And hopefully we'll get more honest snipe next time. So I've left Jake on the kill, and we've just gone on to the next bog up. Try and get a flush for that wild Tearsel. It's getting really dingy. As usual, it's far darker than it looks. Because the wild Tearsel goes high, and he also hangs back a wee bit downwind, I thought the snipe was going to get to the little river valley where they usually, if they can, they put in. But this snipe made the fatal mistake of trying to fly out of the area. I thought at first it would dump, but I'm filming this, but I can't really see what's going on at the time.
Too far away, just a little dot flying. I assume he's caught that, just the manner in which he's flying, heading off that way, he must have caught it. Dog got another point, nothing left to fly. Not a bad little afternoon, another bonus, considering the forecast.
So when I look back through the footage in slow motion, it looks like he hits the snipe here and actually takes its wing off. If you watch it, the wing comes out of his feet there, and the snipe, obviously a bit lopsided, is just falling out the air, and he follows it all the way down and down and down into the valley, and scoops it just before it hits the ground, probably. Yeah, you just see him gaining on it, and then in a second or two you just see him coming out of the little valley with the snipe in his feet. So yeah, the joys of zoom and slow motion. So yeah, that was him, and I went back and collected Jake on the way back to the car, and another lovely little walk out. Another bonus walk out. They always are the best. These stolen afternoons, so it'll be a week until we get out again. So we'll see you sometime soon.